Hello and welcome back. So now in this video we will add animation to our enemy. So for that, in the main assets folder, create a new folder by the name of animations. And now if we go inside the PBR military pack, and right here we have the animation for this enemy. Okay, we use the same for the player as well, and we will use it for the enemy. So just simply click on this animation folder, then right click, and right here from the create we will create a new animator controller, and let's name this controller as enemy. Okay, now click on this enemy, and inside the controller we will assign that. Okay, now we have our animator controller for our enemy. Okay, if you click on the player, it shows the player controller. Now if you click on the enemy, it shows the empty enemy animator controller. So right here we need some few animations. If you go inside the soldier animation, right here search for the walking animation. Okay, where is it? This is aiming walk. We don't want that, we want the walking one. Okay, we need this animation, so we will basically drag and drop that in there. Let me move this any state up there. Let's move the exact there and this entry right there. Okay, so we have the walk animation, which is the default one. Then we need an animation for aiming run. So when the enemy saw us, we will activate that animation. So aiming run right here. Okay, add this animation there, and then we need the aiming dead animation. So aiming walk. Here is the aiming dead. Somebody drag and drop that there. Then we need the aiming shoot. So for that we actually need this aiming idle. Okay, we need this animation for that. So we will simply just drag and drop that in here, and let's name this as shoot. Okay, don't rename this or exchange this motion. Okay, just change the name of this animation. And after the aiming dead, we also need the dead animation. So okay, we need this one, because when the enemy is walking, okay, he is guarding the walk point, and if we try to shoot him and then he died, we want to play this animation. Okay, this dead animation. And when he is shooting us or firing at us, then we want to show this dead animation. So we have all of the animations. Okay, now what we will do, we will join all of them. But before doing that, let's save this. Okay, and let's see how the walking animation looked at our enemy. Okay, now as you can see, he is playing the walk animation, and it looks really good on him. As you can see, he is walking just like us. And now when we come closer to him, you will notice that he is still walking. We don't want that animation then. Okay, we want the shooting animation right here. Okay, which is this one. We want to then activate this animation. So let's create a transition from the walk to aiming run, and then from the aiming run to the walk, and then from the run to the aiming shoot, and from the aiming shoot to the run. Let's create a transition from aiming shoot to death and aiming run to death, because if he's running or shooting, then we want to show this animation, okay, which is aiming dead. And when he is simply walking or guarding the walk point, then we want to show this animation, which is simply the death. Okay, so from the walk we will simply play the death animation. As you will notice, when he's walking he will die like that, and when he is running towards us and we kill the enemy, he will die like that. And if he's simply shooting us, then he will die like that. Okay, so these are the 4 animation, actually 5 animation for our enemy. Now let's quickly give the parameters to this one. So from here we will create a bool by the name of walk, and let's create another bool and let's name this as aim run. After this we will create another bool which will be aim die, and then the last bool will be the die, okay, which is this simple die. Now click on this transition which is from the walk to the aiming run, remove this as exact time 0. Right here add a condition, make the walk false, because if he is running towards us then we want the walking to be false, we want him to run like that, okay, and we want the aim run to be true, so make the aim run true, okay. Then click on this transition which is from the aiming run to the walk, remove that, and do the vice versa which we did for this transition, okay. Right here we will make the walk true and the aiming run as false. Now let's click on this transition which is from the walk to the dead, and right here we will simply click on this die and set it to true. And now let's make the walk false right here, okay. After this let's click on this transition which is from aiming run to aiming shoot, remove that from there and check, we remove that from there, okay. Now get back to this one. Right here we want another parameter which is the shoot, okay. So right here let's add a shoot parameter and let's place the shoot as the third parameter right there, okay. So right here we will make the shoot true, the walk to false, and we want the aim run to be false as well. If he's shooting then we don't want him to walk, we don't want him to run, we just want him to shoot like that. Now let's click on the other transition which is from the shoot to run. Right here we will make the shoot false and the walk true. Actually we don't want the walk to be true, right here we want it to be false, and let's make the aim run to true, okay. So if we get outside the shooting range then we don't want him to be just standing like that, we want him to run towards us like this, okay, like that. Now if we click on this transition which is from aiming run to dead, let's remove that, add a condition, let's make the aim die true and the aim run false. Now we click on that transition. Right here we simply want the aim die to be true, okay. So now we have all of the parameters and the transition all set up. In the next video we will add the animation by using script to our enemy. So for that, catch you guys in the next video.